IVM.
Some people think that Geek Fruits is a show about technology, but it's not. It's actually about us nerds. But if you are a tech head, that's a term I just invented for you, then you should definitely check out Shunya One, hosted by entrepreneur Shiladitya. It's a roundtable discussion about all the tech things you can find in India. Every week, check out the biggest headlines to dissect and discuss from tech, business, and the business of tech. That's Shunya One, every week on the IVM podcast app and anywhere you like to listen to podcasts. Hello and welcome to Geek Fruit.
Oh, look who's back!
Hey, what's up?
Where were you last week? I mean, Monday.
I was in the Upside Down, Jigs.
Uh-huh.
I'm really surprised you didn't call. I left you so many messages on your fridge, and you didn't say shit. What is wrong with you?
Alright.
I was sending you messages. I said, help me,
Yeah.
Jishnu Guha. And yet, I got no
yeah,
response.
you keep-
Just sitting there in the Upside Down,
Yeah.
hang out with the Demogorgon.
Of course, right.
And every time-
Demogorgon?
Yes.
What?
A Demogorgon?
Say it right.
A
my
Demogorgon. I couldn't. I was like,
Christ.
excuse me. So
You leave me hanging.
I
and
said,
then
what do
you
I call you? And he just went like,
come up all in my face with mispronunciations.
I don't know what he pronounces his name like.
Do you think there's a Mr. pronunciation somewhere?
A Mr. Pronunciation?
You see what I did?
Yes, I do see what you did. How do you do, Jishnu?
Ishan had a email that I didn't get time to talk about last time because it was relevant to you.
All right, let's do a follow-up on fan mail segment from this Monday's episode then.
Right. So
Have I said that it's a Geek Fruit Bulletin?
No, just stop.
This is the Geek
stop
Fruit
saying
Bulletin.
words.
Okay, fine.
All right, so Ishan Krishna writes in saying, very sad that you didn't speak about the 9-inch nails and head like a hole with reference to the Miley Cyrus episode on Black Mirror.
Tell me what this... I haven't seen this episode or any of the new Black Mirror, so tell me, do they play Head Like a Hole, which is a great song, but also I think for 9-inch Nails, a pretty average song. A good song, but like far from a good 9-inch Nail song. It's on the lower end of the spectrum for 9-inch Nails.
You're talking way too much for somebody that hasn't seen the show that he's talking about.
Well, I've heard the song that he's talking about. Tell me.
Okay, he also says elder sister's bass playing skills.
Does Miley do a cover of Head Like a Hole?
No, she doesn't. It's a thing in the... watch the show.
Okay.
Okay. Elder sister's bass playing skills, though, is bullet point number 2. Ishan is a bass player. Dinkar is a bass player. Yes, the character does play bass. She plays it pretty well, I guess.
Whose elder sister is this? Miley's?
You would know if you watched the show. Moving on.
Okay.
He then says, not relevant to this episode, but that moment in the Edgar Wright episode, when Jishnu says that he was met about Scott Pilgrim and Dinkar revokes his juggling title rights. Oh,
Yeah.
right, because I was juggler that day. I might have to switch loyalties. Hashtag Team Suds. Well, Ishan is dead to me, and that is all I have to say about that.
Are we saying that,
That is the end
Ishan
of
is
my
now
statement.
Ishan is now Dink's army and your Team Suds? By the way,
Wait, what?
Just
Oh, I read this wrong, did I?
you
No.
know, yeah. I
Wait,
mean,
this makes no sense.
okay.
if
You
he's-
do
if
know
he's-
that Ishan is Team Suds, right? For the uninitiated,
right, but he's
Suds refers to a certain listener called Sudeep who wrote in saying he doesn't like me, and that's all buried now. But we have split our fan base into two factions. There's Dink's army, clearly better, it's an army, and Team Suds, which is just a lame team. Ishan was Team Suds, but now he's Dink's army, I guess.
No, but he says he might have to switch loyalties to
Oh, he might have to switch loyalties? Might? You don't just get into Dink's army. You apply and then you hope. So I guess
This
Ishan
is a very confusing email.
Well, this rivalry is very confusing. And
You know what? No t-shirt.
No t-shirt for Ishan?
No t-shirt for Ishan.
But what's he gonna wear then? His bass strap is gonna chafe on his bare shoulder.
He plays metal. He's down with that.
He added an extra bullet point for good measure, though.
So,
He literally has a bullet point that says extra bullet point for good measure.
can we make Geek Fruit chuddies like Ellen does?
I don't know.
Just like chuddies, but like the strap, the waistband says
Says Geek Fruit on it.
yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I'll make you one of those
Like,
jigs.
see ya down there, you nerds.
And we
or-
give these to whom? To the worst email.
To Sudeep, I guess.
To Sudeep? I mean,
he's written emails.
He's got an entire hashtag team. So,
We're not making that many.
all right. What else is up with you, Jishnu?
That's all I have to say about that.
Okay. What you been watching, man? what's making you happy this week? To steal a segment from Pop Culture Happy Hour. Because I have something I want to tell you about.
Oh no.
Okay, it's a YouTube channel that
no.
I am addicted to right
Oh,
now.
no.
It's called Gel's Marble Runs. Okay, Gel is spelled Jelle. Jishnu, you will love it.
No.
Gel's Marble Runs is basically a series of 15 to 20 minute long videos, sometimes 5 to 10 minute long, depends on the event. And I say event because these are basically Marble Olympics. This man sets
Oh
up
my God.
elaborate runs for marbles, puts them all in a starting position of sorts. And
Is this what you were doing when you're supposed to be on the show for Stranger Things?
it's what I'm doing in my head right now.
This is what you were
personally,
doing. You had one job.
there-
You had to come to this room
It's the Marble Olympics.
and talk about Stranger Things.
He's built stands
And
with
instead
marbles
you're
sitting
talking
in
about
them, and they're holding up these
marbles.
banners supporting different teams. It's the same teams again and again because it's a league essentially, or like it's the Olympics. So the team I support is called the Oceanics,
Oh, my life has come
which
to.
is basically a series of sky bluish or ocean blue, I suppose, marbles, and they're really, really good. I mean, we're going through a bit of a phase because there was a Gravitrax run where we really messed up, but that's a relay thing, and we're weak as a team, but we do have star
I
performers.
can't talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but you can talk about Marbles Lost and Found. New
Do
season coming
marbles
out this
compete
week.
on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Follow IBM Podcast to find out more. See
This
what I
has
did
been
there?
the Geek Fruit Bulletin.
What?
Well, I felt like I couldn't. It felt like you were closing out the thing.
No, we're still going. This is way too short. We gotta fill time with something, people.
All
Come
right.
on.
So let me give you a play-by-play of the last Gel's
No!
Marble.
No, you will not.
Okay. Another YouTube channel that I've been watching is Adam Savage's Tested. Have you seen much of that?
No.
You know who Adam Savage is?
Yes.
You know about his Tested? Adam
Oh,
Savage's
God.
Tested is basically him doing builds of various sorts. So he has this incredible workshop.
Uh-huh.
And he does various projects. Like, for example, the other day, he did a one-day build of a guitar case.
Wow.
Yeah, and sometimes he does like a 1,000-shot Nerf gun. Sometimes he does a recreation of Excalibur. All kinds of weird stuff, but very interesting stuff. And what I really like is he talks for maybe 45 seconds and then spends most of the time just silently building. So you really just hear like a...
Sounds like ASMR, but
But with things that are built.
but with
Yeah.
like more interesting
Gel's
visuals.
Marbles runs feature this spectacular commentator who gives you like a pretty great blow-by-blow thing and keeps you up to date on the whole thing. So what I really like is that it's not just a bunch of marbles sliding around. You can jump in and immediately get up to date with what the situation is in the league at the time, you know? You tell me something, Jishnu.
All that is getting rebooted.
Okay.
Did you ever see that?
No, what is that?
Nickelodeon, all that. Did you see Keenan and Kel?
Yes.
Did you? Okay, so Keenan and Kel, along with I forget the.
You know what's amazing?
Are you? I'm speaking. Hello.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Jeez, where was I? All right. Nickelodeon, all that. Keenan and Kel, Drake and Josh of Drake and Josh fame.
Okay.
Those people.
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes, that was her name. And a handful.
She was one.
She was one. Laurie Beth Denberg, I think. It was basically kids SNL. Think of it that way.
Oh, all of these people were on all that?
Yes.
Right.
These were the original guys from all that. From
They should have
like,
called it all them.
mid 90s, early 90s, mid 90s, whatever.
You see, because it was a lot of them.
Nope, I don't. So they are coming back with new kids, and I believe that the original cast is coming back in like
All not them?
random cameos littered throughout the episode. Keenan and Kel are producers of the thing, so that's cool. Kenan Thompson, I believe, has a new show of his own as well.
He does, yeah.
What's it, something funny? Being funny, talking funny,
Really?
funny things.
I don't
He has
know.
a show.
Yeah,
He has a
which
show.
he's developing a
They're doing this stuff. I'm excited for that because it's been a while since I've seen like
been a while
live action
since
little
I
kids doing funny things. Not that I've been looking for little kid videos doing funny things, but that just sounds.
Well-
you say things now. This is going nowhere fast.
I guess this episode is being entered as evidence in your trial. But what I wanted to say before you rudely interrupted was, Kenan Thompson doesn't look like he's aged a day since Kenan and Kel,
No,
right?
no.
You look at Kenan Thompson right now, and he still looks like a giant kid. And back then, he looked like a giant kid.
You know what they say? Black don't crack. Isn't that what they say?
I don't say it. You do.
I guess I just did.
Yeah, it is true. I have black actors Can't tell their ages.
Nope.
Samuel L. Jackson. Do you know how old he is?
72.
Does he look 72? He looks like he's my age. That's exaggerating. He looks like he's your age.
Oh, shucks. Thanks.
Yeah.
But
So, early 60s.
That's the thing.
Do you think if they use this, there's the face app thing going around where everybody's
Please
aging
no,
themselves?
please just stop with
Do you think
that.
if black actors use it on themselves, it just says, here's your picture?
Man, I was done with that. I was done with the face app thing this morning. Like, I'm lying in bed. And
I thought we were done with this last year. Why is this a thing again?
We did was it a thing last year?
I feel like I've lived through this wave already. People are making themselves old
Yeah.
now. Wasn't there the thing of here's what I'd look like as a girl stuff that happened
That's
at
like
one
a
point?
Snapchat filter, isn't it?
Oh, so are we just now doing it as a face app thing?
I guess so. Anyway, it's dumb.
Didn't we live through all of this when MacBooks had that photo booth thing anyway? Right?
Do they still have photo booth?
Yes, but I mean, basically Snapchat was what if it was that, but an app? And then they made $1 billion. And you know what's cooler than $1 million? Snapchat. Which made $1 billion.
Wrap this mother, please.
This has been the Geek Fruit Bulletin.
Thank you.
नमस्ते, मैं हूँ सौरभ चंद्रा
और मैं प्रणय कुटस्थाने।
जब महफिल खत्म होते होते दरवाजे के बाहर पुलिया के ऊपर हम दुनिया भर की जटिल समस्याओं को सॉल्व करने में लग जाते हैं तो हो जाती है पुलियाबाजी।
अब आजकल के अपार्टमेंट वालों ने तो कभी पुलिया देखी नहीं होगी, पर आप फीलिंग तो समझ ही सकते हैं।
तो आइए शामिल हो जाइए हमारी पुलियाबाजी में, जहाँ प्रणय और मैं एक से एक इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक्स की तह तक जाएंगे।
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, बिटकॉइन, पाकिस्तान, मेडिकल एजुकेशन, करेंसी क्राइसिस, कभी हम दोनों के साथ और अक्सर स्पेशल एक्सपर्ट गेस्ट की कंपनी में।
सुनिए हमें IVM की वेबसाइट, ऐप या अपने फेवरेट पॉडकास्टिंग प्लेटफॉर्म पर हर दूसरे हफ्ते।
Filter coffee is a fascinating beverage. You need to pick the right beans, blend them in the right proportion, roast them to perfection, and slow brew at the right temperature to get the perfect cup. Which is exactly like great conversations as well. You need to track down the most interesting minds, get them into their zone, and settle down for an unhurried, unscripted chat. And coffee for me is always, always, always best enjoyed with friends. I'm Karthik Nagarajan, and do share my table as I meet some of the most interesting people I know and sit them down for a strong cup of coffee and an even stronger conversation. Join me every Wednesday for a freshly brewed episode. This is not frappe. This is the Filter Coffee Podcast.